In this class, we will see what is convergence of Fourier series. Convergence of Fourier series. So, in yesterday's class, I already told you this Fourier series is only applicable to periodic signals. Okay, so even if it is periodic signal, okay, in order to apply Fourier series, okay, the signal should be convergent. Okay, we'll tell you what is meant by convergent. The signal should be convergent, then only the Fourier series is applicable. Okay, so there are three conditions. Okay, so those when those three conditions are satisfied, even though if it is a periodic signal, okay, when those three conditions are satisfied, then only that Fourier series is applicable. Those conditions are, okay, discovered by Dirichlet. Okay, hence these conditions are denoted with Dirichlet conditions. These are very very important. Even in your gate examination also these kind of questions will come, like they will give one kind of questions. Okay, what are the conditions should satisfy to find the Fourier series. Okay, so they will give different kind of Fourier conditions, Dirichlet conditions. Okay, he have to check whether it is Dirichlet conditions. Okay, so what are those Dirichlet conditions? The first condition should be whatever the given signal is there, x of t, the periodic signal. Okay, that periodic signal should be convergent. Okay, convergent, or else you can also say absolutely integrable. I already discovered what is already explained what is meant by absolutely integrable. Okay, absolutely integrable, or also you can say converge, convergent, convergent, or convergence. Okay, whatever the given signal is there, if you have integrated that signal, okay, over the time period, if you have integrated this signal, the integration of that signal should be finite. Means it should not be infinite. Okay, it should be finite, it should not be infinite. Means it should be less than infinite. Then that signal is said to be absolutely integrable, or also you can also say that that signal is said to be convergent. Okay, the first condition, okay, the first Dirichlet conditions to find the Fourier series, okay, it should be absolutely integrable, or else you can also say it should be convergent. Okay, that is the first Dirichlet condition. And second one is the given signal, whatever the given signal is there, x of t should have or may have, okay, but it should not have infinite number of maxima and minima, or also you can say infinite number of discontinuities. X of t may have finite number of discontinuities, or also you can say finite number of maxima and minima. So here you have to understand only one point. It should not be, x of t should not be have the infinite number of discontinuities and infinite number of maxima and minima, then Fourier series is not applicable. If it is having finite number of maxima and minima and finite number of discontinuity, then that signal is applicable. Fourier series is, for that signal Fourier series is applicable. Okay, so the example you can see here, I will tell you. See, I will draw one example. Suppose if I have taken f of t is equal to 1 upon t and 0 less than t less than 1. Okay, and it is repeated. Okay, after this time period it will be repeated. So how will you draw this 1 upon t? Let's draw this signal. Let's draw this signal. One, and this is 1, and this is a periodic signal. We are considering only periodic signal, and I already told you, even though if it is periodic, it should satisfy these conditions, then only the Fourier series is applicable. Suppose I took this kind of f of t is equal to 1 upon t. How will you draw this signal 1 upon t? At t is equal to 0, it is having infinite amplitude, right? 1 upon 0 means infinite. And t tends to 1, it is reaching amplitude of 1. Okay? And similarly, again it is repeating. The same structure is repeating. It is a periodic signal. Periodic signal means the same structure is repeating. And this is 1, and this is infinite, and okay, and this is f of t or x of t, whatever. Okay, and this is your t. Okay, so this is the signal. If you have seen this signal, at one point of time it is having infinite amplitude. I already told you, whenever at any point of time if the signal is having infinite amplitude, that signal is not absolutely integrable. Okay, when this signal is not absolutely integrable, even if it is a periodic signal, f of t is equal to 1 by t is absolutely not integrable. Hence Fourier series is not applicable to these kind of signals. Even you can try, you can find out Fourier series for this signal, it's not possible. You can try also. Okay, you can find that a naught and an and bn, you have to just apply the a naught. What is a naught? A naught is equal to 1 upon t integral over t. You can't integrate this 1 upon t. Okay, we can make a trial. Okay, then you will understand. So this signal is not absolutely integrable, hence Fourier series is not applicable. In the above example, we have discussed one kind of example, right? This kind of example, this signal is absolutely integrable, isn't it? It is having some constant amplitude. Okay, it is not having infinite amplitude. Okay, it is absolutely integrable, hence the Fourier series is applicable. And second condition, what I have told you, Dirichlet condition, it should have finite number of maxima and minima. Okay, so let's take one more example which is not obeying the Dirichlet condition. Okay, let's see one more example. In this example, and so on. And so on. And so on. So like this it will repeat. Even it said this side also it will repeat. Okay, so if you have seen this signal x of t, what is meant by discontinuity? Discontinuity means you are not able to find what is the amplitude. Okay, suppose above example I took this example. Okay, so at this point of 0, at this point of 0 it is suddenly changing from 0 to 10. Okay, or 0 to some 20. Okay, whatever. Okay, it is suddenly changing from 0 to 20 means you can't define it exactly t is equal to 0. What is the exact amplitude? It can be 0 or it can be 20 or it can be 5 or it can be, it is suddenly changing from 0 to 20. Okay, it is called it as a discontinuity, right? Okay, so if you have seen here, like this kind of discontinuities, It is here, it is having one discontinuity and two discontinuity, and again it will be, it started in the next interval. Okay, it is having two discontinuities. Okay, two discontinuities means it is finite, right? Okay, suppose if you have seen the below example, at this point of time at t is equal 0 one discontinuity, and in between, and I don't know what is the time, here it is one discontinuity, here it is one discontinuity, here it is one discontinuity, and it is having infinite, it is so on in between the time period 0 to some t. Okay, it is having infinite number of discontinuities. Okay, so such kind of signals, okay, when you are considering such kind of signals, Fourier series is not applicable. It is having infinite number of discontinuities. Okay, and for finite maxima and minima, if you have taken any sinusoidal signal, it is having one maxima and one minima. Okay, it can be, okay, for this kind of signals, again Fourier series is applicable. Suppose if it is having something like this, we don't know how many discontinuities are there. Okay, how many maxima and minima is there. Okay, even for that kind of signals Fourier series is not applicable. Okay, and if it is having finite maxima and minima, which is, if you have seen the sinusoidal waveform, it is having one maxima and one minima. Okay, for this one Fourier series is applicable. Okay, for this one Fourier series is not applicable. Okay, so these three conditions are very important to find the Fourier series. The first condition is the given signal should be absolutely integrable, and second condition is it should have the finite number of discontinuities, and also third one, it is having the finite number of maxima and minima. Okay, these three conditions are discovered by Dirichlet, and these three conditions are called as a Dirichlet conditions. Okay, these conditions are very important, even though the given signal is for or periodic signal, but whenever these three conditions are satisfied, then only the given signal is Fourier series is applicable. Okay, you can get such type of questions even in your gate examination also. You will get the different options. Okay, so for which kind of signal Fourier series is not applicable, or for which kind of signal Fourier series is applicable, by seeing that signal you can identify whether that signal is having finite number of maxima or minima or finite number of discontinuities. Even you can see, by seeing that signal you can say whether that given signal is absolutely integrable or not. Okay, absolutely integrable, you can check whether if the signal is at any point of time it is having infinite amplitude, then the signal is not absolutely integrable. Okay, these are the Dirichlet conditions. And one more important phenomenon in Fourier series, that is called as a Gibbs phenomenon. What is meant by Gibbs phenomenon? I already told you, whenever you take any signal, I'm just drawing only one, over the one period. Okay, I'm not drawing all the periods. Suppose if you have taken this signal, I can take, okay, suppose over the one period I have drawn. Okay, it is a periodic signal, it is continue after this every period of time. Okay, but over the one period I have drawn. Suppose if you have taken this kind of signal, okay, if you are denoting with this non-sinusoidal signal will be represented in the sinusoidal form. Okay, that is your Fourier series. Suppose if you have taken the only one frequency component, it will be like this. Okay, suppose if you have taken the two frequency components, it will be like this. If you have taken the infinite number of three frequency component, it will give the 3. we have taken the infinite number of frequency components, then okay, it will be like this. Okay, so what is Gibbs phenomena? Okay, whatever the number of frequency components, okay, frequency components is generally called as a harmonics. Okay, whatever may be the number of harmonics, okay, at point of discontinuity, there is one discontinuity here and there is one more discontinuity here. At point of one discontinuity, it is having, okay, 9% of overshoot. Okay, even though the given signal is started from this point, okay, at this point of discontinuity, it will have the 9% of overshoot. Means suppose if it is 1 and it will be 1.09. Suppose if it is 2, it will be 2.09. Okay, at this point of discontinuity, only at this point of discontinuity, and same here also and same here also. Okay, suppose if it is -2, it will be -2.09 overshoot. It's not undershoot. Overshoot means above 2. Okay, how much that overshoot? 9%. Okay, so that is observed. That overshoot will be observed every time. That overshoot is called as a Gibbs phenomenon. Okay, so whatever, how many number of, even if you have taken the 2 number of harmonics, okay, at this point of discontinuity, it is having 9% of overshoot. Okay, even though you have taken the infinite number of harmonics, at the point of discontinuity, it is having 9% of overshoot. Okay, whatever the value you have exactly taken, compared to that one, it will give the 9% of overshoot. That is observed by Gibbs. Okay, Gibbs scientist, and it is called as a Gibbs phenomenon. Okay, so what is Gibbs phenomenon? You can get this kind of, again, the same gate questions. It's in your examination, you won't get this kind of simple questions. You may get the for 2 marks, like what is meant by Gibbs phenomenon. Okay, but in gate examination they will ask what in Gibbs phenomenon, how much a percentage of overshoot will occur at point of discontinuity. So it is equal to how much? 9%. Okay, so these are the Fourier series. So we have seen when this first question, when this Fourier series is applicable only for the periodic signals, and second one, what is the convergence of Fourier series? Means that convergence of Fourier series means what are the conditions, okay, discrete conditions. And third one, Gibbs phenomena. Okay, so even though infinite number of harmonics you have considered, or infinite number of frequency components you have considered, at every point of discontinuity, it will give the 9% of overshoot. Okay, that is called as a Gibbs phenomenon. Okay,